Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Atlanta Tech Edge. Well, recently I had a chance to dive into the ever-evolving world of augmented reality. I spoke with Futurus co-founder and CEO Annie Eaton and Microsoft senior technical evangelist Philpot about the new reality of augmented reality. Take a look. All right, welcome guys. I'm so glad you could be here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, Ian, I want to start with you.
Okay.
What is a technical evangelist?
Well, it's the greatest job at Microsoft, honestly. So we work on emerging technologies with the product groups that are releasing our new products and software. And we go out and work with customers on projects. And then I go around and talk about it at conferences and user groups and things like that.
So you're literally on the cutting edge of everything that's coming out. That is a very cool job. Okay, today we're going to talk about augmented reality, virtual reality. But first, in case people don't know, what is the difference, Annie, I'll ask you, between augmented reality and virtual reality?
Sure. With virtual reality, you're actually completely covering your vision. So all you see is the virtual world that's been created, or sometimes in some instances, a 360 video that's been captured and you're viewing on a head-mounted display that's completely opaque. So all that you can see is the program that's been created virtually for you. With augmented reality, you're overlaying digital information on top of the real world. So you're literally augmenting on top of your current reality. And that can be done with a phone. For example, Pokemon Go came out last year. You could actually see the characters through your phone sitting on your coffee table or wherever you were. And then also on a head-mounted display, which Ian works with at Microsoft.
Okay, cool. That's a great explanation. I spoke to somebody one time who said that is the wave of the future, is that we're eventually going to be walking through the world and things will sort of be kind of hologrammed at us. Is that correct, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the future that we're seeing as this becomes more prevalent. A lot of our customers and partners are bringing these into stores and, you know, not just in back rooms where they're fixing things and using it to fix things, but it's actually coming out and giving it to customers to use it.
And this is the HoloLens?
This is the HoloLens.
Okay, HoloLens. Explain that, Ian. What are we looking at?
So the HoloLens, we refer to it as a mixed reality device because you're not actually looking through a camera through a screen at the world around you. You're actually looking just through the screen and you're seeing the holograms actually interact with the world. So it's just a version of augmented reality.
Okay, cool. I would just like to say I'm from the Midwest, and there we say HoloLens. No, it's HoloLens. Excuse me on that. Okay, and Annie, how can you see this integrating into your world?
So most of the work that we do is business focused. There are, of course, a lot of great gaming applications, as with most new technologies, actually bringing the game to life in your home in the environment you're most comfortable in. On the business side, I see this as very important for training. You're no longer having to go back and forth to a paper manual or look referencing, clicking on a mouse, looking at a screen. You can actually have the display as more of a heads-up display right in front of you, directly in your line of sight to whatever you're working on or whatever you're training in. So I think that's probably one of the initial uses. I know I saw a couple of months ago, GE was already doing some testing and research and using this with some of their training, and they were seeing great results, over 35% increase in productivity using augmented reality head-mounted displays. So I think that as people learn about it more, they'll use it more, and it's already getting great results.
Right. Picking up where Annie left off then, Ian, where do you see AR going as far as trends? I know I was reading fashion, medical, there's all sorts of different ways people are trying to utilize it. Yeah,
I mean, it's an amazing technology. I think one of the ones that I just recently saw was with Red Bull and their F1 cars. And they're actually able to put the HoloLens on and track their sensors in the car as it's going around the racetrack. So you just get this whole new visualization that you never could have before. It's even going into the classrooms. Imagine having a 3D chalkboard to teach physics on in high school or something. So we see that type of thing happening too.
Right, and medical research, I know they were talking about medical residents using it, and I was reading the story about Nike is actually doing it with shoes, so it reminded me of Clueless, like in the late 90s when she puts on different outfits and you can kind of, that way you don't have to try on clothes. But do you think people will miss the like tactile response to things, or do you think that soon the world would just be a different world.
Well, with shopping, we're already moving so much towards online shopping and online retail. I think it's kind of going to create a balance between what we miss from going to a store, actually physically seeing it on you before you purchase it,
Right.
and the trend and excitement to me that is online shopping, where I don't have to go out of my home. I can do everything in the convenience of my home. So I think it'll kind of create a blending of those two worlds.
Right. All right, Anne, I want to give you the last word. What's going on, or what can we expect from Microsoft? Give us a little sneak peek of what you're chatting about now.
Well, we just recently had our big build conference, and the second day, a lot of that day was dedicated to what's new, what's coming out with the HoloLens. And like I referenced Red Bull and some other customers like that. That's where a lot of the development is happening now. It's in the customer's hands, our customers, and they're building great applications for it. So that's what I'd be watching for.
All right, cool. Thanks you for bringing a HoloLens for
Sure.
us to check out. And Annie, thank you as always for being here.
Thank you.
All right, thanks guys.